Hello, students. This is Super Svetlana with you. Let's continue our journey to success. Today, we will model the collision shape for our spaceship. I'll try to explain why it's needed. The thing is, our spaceship is just a flat plane. It has no thickness. And all objects in our game will be similarly flat. If we use these objects for collision calculations, we would need to place all of them in the same plane. However, if they are all in the same plane, we would see constant glitches because the surfaces of the objects would intersect. Therefore, for collisions, we will use a collision shape. This shape will be three-dimensional. We won't see it in our game. The spaceship image will be simply attached to it. Just like the controls, variables, and everything related to the spaceship. Let's quickly model our collision shape. I've already mentioned that it's more convenient to model in solid mode. But in this case, the situation is not standard. We will create the collision shape based on the shape of the spaceship, and we need to see the texture. So, we will switch to Material Preview mode. Now, we need to create a mesh in the shape of our spaceship, like this. We can start with a regular plane. We need to create it right in the center of our spaceship. Ideally, their transformation points should match. All new objects appear at the 3D cursor. So, before adding the plane to the scene, let's move our 3D cursor to the position of our spaceship. The quickest way to do this is like this. Select our spaceship and press Shift S, then press the number 2. Now, our cursor has moved directly to the pivot point of the spaceship. Now, add a plane. Shift A, Mesh, Plane. Scale it to the size of the spaceship using the S key. And apply the scale with Ctrl A. Now, to save time on shaping, let's mirror it. There are various ways to do this, but the most straightforward is to add a mirror modifier. But first, let's cut off half of our plane. Go into Edit mode. Press Ctrl R. Move the cursor to the upper edge. A yellow cut marker will appear. Left-click to make the cut. But this isn't all. Currently, the cut is attached to the mouse cursor, and we need to choose its position. We're interested in the object's center. To reset our cut precisely to the center, press Escape or the right mouse button. Then, select the two left points and delete them. Press X and choose Vertices from the menu. Now, go to the Modifier panel and add a Mirror modifier. You will see a whole plane again, but we only need to modify the right part. The left part will automatically duplicate all changes. Another important point. Currently, these are two halves, not connected to each other. To combine them into one mesh, you need to enable the clipping option in the modifier settings. Now, the halves are merged. For convenience, let's switch to the top view. You can do this with the numpad 7 key. If you don't have a numpad, then take a look at this gizmo. You can enable the top view by clicking on the positive part of the Z-axis. Add cuts, where needed, using Ctrl R. Move the points, using the G key, or drag them using the gizmo. If you've lost sight of the gizmo, after switching to Edit mode, you can simply enable it in the left panel, which is on the left. There's no need to follow pixel by pixel. Just model something of your own that roughly matches the shape of the spaceship. The fewer points you have, the better. Now you can apply the mirror. You won't be able to do this in Edit mode. Press Tab to exit to Object mode. Then apply the mirror. Click the arrow and choose Apply. Or move the cursor over the area of our modifier and press Ctrl A. Now, we need to add volume. Again, it's faster to do this with a modifier. This time, we need solidify. Make sure that our collision shape is selected. Now, go to the modifier menu and choose solidify. This modifier adds thickness to the object. You can control the thickness with the thickness parameter. Let's set it to 0.4 hundredths. Also change the offset parameter to 0. Now, the thickness is distributed from the center in both directions. Apply the solidify by pressing Ctrl A. Remember that for this combination to work correctly, your cursor must be on the modifier. If your cursor is in the viewport, this key combination will bring up the Apply menu for transformations. So, we have a collision shape now. Due to it, we can't see our spaceship. Let's fix this. We need to go to the Object Properties panel. Find the Viewport Display section and choose Wireframe in the Display As menu. It's much better now. But these measures only solve the problem for the viewport. If we run our game, we will still see our collision shape. To remove it completely, we need one more option. In the same Object Properties panel, go a bit higher and find the Visibility section. Uncheck the Renders option. Nothing has changed, and it shouldn't have, because this checkbox hides the object from rendering. Try running the game again. Now, the collision shape has become invisible. It's still there in the game, and we can use it for collisions, controls, and other purposes. But we won't be able to see it. The same effect can be achieved by clicking on the render icon in the outliner. It's the same option, just located in a different place. Now let's rename our object. Also, we didn't rename the background for some reason when we created it. So, select the collision shape, press F2, and enter the name Player Base, then press Enter. Next, select the background, press F2 and enter Game BG. Now, the last problem for today. See what happens if I move our base. Yep, our spaceship stayed in place. We needed to follow all the transformations of the base. So, we have to parent our spaceship to the base. Here's the shortest way. Select the spaceship, hold Shift, and select the base. The order is crucial. Now, you can see that the spaceship selection is dark orange and the base is light. This means that among all the selected objects, the base is the actively selected element. Now, press Ctrl P. In the menu, choose Object. We've attached the spaceship to the base, and now the spaceship will repeat all its transformations. And now, I'll step back to show another way of attaching. Select the spaceship, go to the Object Properties panel. Open the Relations section. Click in the Parent field and choose our base from the list. Or use the picker and select the base directly in the viewport. If your spaceship has shifted as a result, it means that the base's coordinates were added to the spaceship. Simply select the spaceship, open the right panel, which is opened with the N key, and set the position to 0 on all three axes. Or press Alt-G. Done. That's all for today. Take care of yourselves. When crossing the road, look left and right, even if the traffic is one way. Goodbye.